Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends, as this video is brought to you by drroto.com.
Our fantasy baseball indeed very strong, and in those 5 team that has scored 25-5 be rate. But that this season, the Angels, the 7,800 through 6 shutout innings, him do that. Did go. And although BPP for this game, watch a lineup tonight. Coors always has a chance. Versus Savali has one pitcher or against him, and again, all priced well. We have the Phillies taking on in his most recent out. And, of course, they'll be contrarian, especially on these big slates. Stack guys like Harper, Castellanos, Hoskins, Segura, probably one of Real Muto or Schwarber. Depends on price, depends on the rest of your lineup builds. But Phillies could be a fairly sneaky stack here. Over to some values, 3,500 or less. We'll look at first baseman Spencer Torkelson of the Tigers, 2,300, taking on Savali. Torkelson hasn't lived up to the expectations thus far in his rookie season. He's so cheap, though. Part of one of my favorite stacks in the Tigers tonight, so get him in the lineup and then spend up elsewhere, whether it be on pitching or on more expensive bats in another stack. First baseman / third baseman Wilmer Flores of the Giants is 3,400 versus Minaya. And Minaya is a good pitcher. The Flores pretty much always in the lineup against lefties. He's got a good career as a platoon bat taking on lefties, and he's not necessary. I think if you're using a Tiger stack, you can just pay down for Candelario, but if you're going to pay for Phillies or Coors players, it could be advantageous for you to find a cheap bat somewhere. Better served at third base if you're going with one of those stacks mentioned above, because if you're going Rockies, you want Corona. If you're going Mets, you want to have Pete Alonso, of course, and the Phillies, you're probably going to have a guy like Hoskins. So keep that in mind. Flores probably makes the most sense at third base. Outfielder Mark Canha of the Mets is 3,500 taking on German Marquez. And really, he's a cheap batting Coors, and that's about it for Canha. Sure, he's been productive this season, and if the Mets do explode for 7 to 10 runs like they could in this Coors matchup, you'll certainly want to have exposure to that game. And it's very likely the Canha will allow you to do that because he is priced at 3,500. Over to my pick to click. It's going to be another Met. It's going to be Brandon Nimmo at 4,700, and not my typical pick to click because I usually go for guys that have a lot of power. But Nimmo does hit towards the top of the lineup, usually atop the lineup. He's been hitting well all season, especially as of late. He gets a bump being in Coors Field tonight, so if you're making lineups, I'd look to have Nimmo, whether you're using a Mets stack or even without a Mets stack. Be sure to check out our daily DFS article and cheat sheet from our brilliant writers at drroto.com. Make sure you come to our members-only Discord channel as well for all your last-minute lineup advice. This has been the Lou's Locks MLB DFS podcast, and I'm Lou Landers. This has been the Friday Freebie edition show brought to you by drroto.com. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck with all your lineups tonight. Again, come to our Discord channel for all your last-minute help, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.